Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today is Wednesday, February the 7th, 2024. Got the sprayer out here. And as you see, we've got a green wheat field down there. We are thinking about putting some nitrogen out on our wheat. It is a day I both look forward to and dread. I look forward to it because I enjoy putting nitrogen out on the wheat. You get out of the shop for the first time. It's the first of your 2024 field work. But I dread it because just getting the kinks worked out of everything starting. It's kind of like the first day planting. There's a lot of excitement, but there's also a lot of dread. You can go over this equipment and go over this equipment, and sometimes you still have some unexpected issues. But we are getting our sprayer ready to go here, and as expected, we are having some issues. You know, we had some trouble with this valve block back here at the end of last year, and we got it straightened out. But we knew we had some issues with some wires back here, and I'll show you. You can see back here these wires is in pretty bad shape. And it's just age. Sun breaks them down. Not that this sprayer has ever sat out a lot that I know of. I know the previous owner kept it in the shed. And I have kept it in the shed, but it was a custom applicator sprayer for a little while, the first years of its life. What's happening, these wires are getting against each other here like this, and like when you hit the switch for your boom to go down, it tries to unfold the wing. So what we're going to do up here, just for now, for a temporary fix, got my pin pusher to push the pins out of the plug. Got some heat shrink and got my heat gun. We're gonna slip some heat shrink down over the, gonna wind them back up good and tight. Run some heat shrink over them, heat shrink it down, and try to get by with it. Deere, in their infinite wisdom, they made all this part of the main harness. So guess what? Instead of making this little part right here a pigtail off the main harness that you could just unplug and add a new short harness here, it's all part of the main harness. And I checked in on some prices for some harnessing on my 4640, which is nowhere near as complicated as this, and it was $2,000. So I don't foresee Dylan buying a full-fledged harness yet, but I just got to keep in the back of my mind that's something that may happen sometime in the future. But hopefully we're going to buy ourselves a few more years. Alright, we're going to unplug this one. I'm going to get my pin pusher. Gotta get the dang. Should have brought my little flat blade screwdriver. I'll be back with the screwdriver. Did you miss me? Alright, first one we got here is a yellow wire. See if we can't get him twisted back up real tight. I bought an assorted set of heat shrink off of Amazon. That's gonna be hard to do. I don't really want to cut that pan off if I don't want to. I can crimp new pans on, but I can't do near as good a job as they did from the factory. Dang. Put it on a piece at a time like that, but that may be what I have to do. Now the next thing is if our heat shrink will shrink down enough. Like I said, I could cut these pans off and put new pans, but them factory crimps is just way better than what I can do. What do you think, guys? You think it's gonna, oh, that is hot, hot, hot. You think it's gonna work? I've got to do that 20 more times. So, this might be a little time consuming. Everything is patched up momentarily. You can tell, not the best job in the world, but you don't see any bare wires. I tried to tape this up as much as I can so no wires are exposed. This is a fabric tape. It's supposed to be better than electrical tape. 3/4 per ton, what does that mean?
It did not do it. It did not do it.
3 to 4 quarts per ton?
It didn't do it.
Well, why they changed the rate on it? Because the quart was too easy to figure. We're out here getting ready to put our nitrogen in. Got our own tank out here. Got a load of 28004 in it.
You tried to not hit me.
We got our mixing cone here we'll take off running and see if I can hit you.
Oh.
That's so we can just add our stabilizer. We're gonna use this same pump at home. So we can add stuff to our starter fertilizer.
Do not kill me.
Got you then.
Typical Joyce fashion, 420, and we're finally pumping nitrogen. Joyce Brothers doesn't do their best work until 5 o'clock. We spend all day and we get started at 5 o'clock. Don't ask me how, but that's how it happens. But nonetheless, we're pumping nitrogen.
Doing our final rinse out. Making sure all the tips are functioning like they're supposed to. Well guys, we rode the struggle bus to get here, but we got here just the same. Today is February the 8th at 2:21 p.m. Got our first load out right before lunch. Had some issues. We winterized the water trailer, but Robert and I, you see them little valves up there on the mixing tank? Yeah, we forgot to climb up there and open the valves where all the water could drain out. We drained the pump, opened all these important valves, drained the water out of the tanks, but we forgot them. So, of course, there's 3 T's up there. And it froze and busted every one of them. And Co-op did not have but 2 T's. So I had to drive all the way to Humboldt, Tennessee Ag Supply, and pick up some T's. Right there's what the wheat looks like. Y'all can see got some tips burnt from when we had the cold spell, but I've run the worst of the wheat, and I apologize. Gonna have some wind noise in this video. Ain't nothing I can do about it. We're shagging lagging right on the crosser now. We got her opened up. I think we finally got all the bugs worked out of everything. It's always hard getting started that first trip of the year, guys. Always looking pretty decent. Ain't been the best winter on it. That cold snap we had uglied it up a little bit, but hey, if you don't try to kill wheat 2 or 3 times, I don't think you can make wheat. Putting out 18 gallons of 28004. 28004 is 28% nitrogen, and the 4 at the end is sulfur. Wheat loves nitrogen and wheat loves sulfur. We're going to put out about 120 units of nitrogen out on this wheat. We will put a palisade out on it to keep it from getting down, to shorten it up. You know, last year I based my first nitrogen application off a tiller count. I didn't do that this year. Just gonna be real honest and upfront with you. We tried to do stuff the scientific way last year. Made one of the best wheat crops I've ever made, but it just wasn't enough to satisfy. You know, it just wasn't enough to justify that extra time and effort. With the way grain prices are this year, it's going to be a survival year for Dilly. I'm not going to short my crop, but I ain't really going to do nothing extra for it. We're going to put the basic things that a crop needs to produce out there, and that's it. Not spending a bunch of extra money on, I call it foo-foo stuff. Just ain't going to do it. We're going to give the crop the basic things it needs, tap it on the butt and wish it the best of luck. But I'm fixing to go down here and load the top of the sprayer back off. I don't have but 13 gallons left in here and I'm still applying. Says I got 10 gallons left and I'm down here close to the truck, so get off the ground. And I'm right here on the field road, so I'm gonna go top off and then I'll bring you back. Alright guys, we're swapping fields. We're going to go over here into the Sims bottom. This farm I'm spraying on right now was my granddad's farm. 180 acres in it. Good block of ground, good all open running. And then I was lucky enough about 10 years ago, I about got that farm paid for. I bought that 10-acre farm right next to it. You can see where we had corn stalks on it, and I worked the corn stalks down. Plans is to clear off that woods. I've started on it, but I ain't got very far. Clear off that fence row there and maybe put a big culvert in there where I can start working my farm along with this one. America. I'm feeling raindrops, so I better get my honey in gear. Well, this will be 3,000 gallons I put out today. Let's see here. Calculator. Got 300 gallons in the tank, 18 gallons of acre, got 16 acres on board. Got approximately 8 acres left in this field. So that should be about right. Hoping I got enough fuel to finish it. Getting a little slim in the fuel department. Being able to let the air out of them airbags helps a lot for a little short feller like me. Well, thank y'all for joining us on our first day of nitrogen application. Whew, we had a rocky start, but we got 140 out of 270 rain. Got rain forecast coming in tonight. I'd have liked to got it all ran, but there's no way I'll be able to get it all tonight. And I ripped about 28 acres of it, and I got a feeling that is going to be soft. So we're gonna give it a little more time, ride it out a little longer, see what happens. I'm not ready to start making a mess in my wheat yet. I made about 3 tracks down there in the bottom, but it's eventually gonna happen in that bottom one way or the other. You might as well count on having a track in it if you're gonna put wheat down there. But maybe this will break it up a little bit from the shop work. Y'all get a little preview. Bob's in here changing oils and filters and getting her all ready for another year. But y'all stay tuned. Y'all actually get to, normally first day of putting out nitrogen is a 1-part deal, but y'all gonna get this 2-part. Y'all get to see some of the new farms we rented this year. So got the old 4650 shined up, looking good. And y'all want to see more of these old tractors, just be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell where you never miss a video when y'all get to see these good old 4640s and 50s all year long. Got the classic iron going on this channel.